Hello, friends. Welcome to Delhi Law Firm, your trusted legal partner for justice and family law guidance across India. Today, we are going to discuss a very important and commonly misunderstood topic, the difference between maintenance, alimony, and interim maintenance. Many people often ask whether maintenance and alimony are the same thing, or what interim maintenance actually means. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of these three concepts, their legal provisions under Indian law, and how they work in real family court cases. Let's start with maintenance. Maintenance simply means financial support given by one person to another for basic living needs such as food, shelter, clothing, education, and medical care. It ensures that a dependent spouse, child, or parent does not suffer financially. Under Section 144 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, which corresponds to the earlier Section 125 of the Criminal Procedure Code, CRPC, if any person having sufficient means neglects or refuses to maintain his wife, children, or parents, the court may direct him to provide a monthly allowance for their maintenance. This section is one of the most humane provisions of Indian criminal law because its objective is social justice rather than punishment. It aims to prevent destitution and ensure that no person is left helpless merely because of economic dependence. For example, if a husband and wife are living separately and the wife has no source of income, the family court can direct the husband to pay her a certain amount every month as maintenance. Similarly, even parents or minor children can claim maintenance from a person who is legally bound to support them. The focus of Section 144 is to uphold family responsibility and dignity through financial protection. Now, let's understand alimony. Alimony means long-term or permanent financial support that one spouse provides to the other after divorce. Once the marriage is legally dissolved, the court may grant one spouse, usually the financially weaker one, a fixed amount either as a one-time lump sum payment or as regular installments. This provision falls under Section 25 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 and is meant to secure the future of the dependent spouse. For instance, if a wife gave up her career to take care of the home and children, and later the couple gets divorced, the court may direct the husband to provide her alimony to maintain her standard of living. Alimony ensures a fairness and stability even after a marriage ends, so that the dependent spouse can live with dignity and without financial struggle. The third and very important term is interim maintenance. The word interim means temporary. When a case such as divorce, maintenance, or domestic violence is still pending in court and the final order has not yet been passed, the court can grant temporary financial assistance to one party. This helps the dependent spouse or child manage basic expenses during the duration of the case. Interim maintenance can be claimed under Section 24 of the Hindu Marriage Act, under Section 144 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, or under the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence 2005 DV Act. Under the DV Act, interim maintenance is provided through Section 20, which empowers the magistrate to direct the respondent, usually the husband, to provide monetary relief to meet the expenses incurred and losses suffered by the aggrieved woman and her children. This includes food, clothing, medical expenses, education, and even rent or household expenses. The court can grant such interim monetary relief at any stage of the proceeding to ensure that the woman is not left financially helpless while her case is being decided. The DV Act has proved to be a very powerful remedy for women facing domestic abuse, harassment, or economic deprivation. To make it simple, let's see the difference among these three. Maintenance is financial support during marriage or separation. Alimony is permanent financial assistance after divorce. And interim maintenance is temporary support during the pendency of the case. The court decides these amounts based on factors like the income, assets, and financial capacity of both parties, their standard of living during marriage, the needs of the dependent spouse or child, and their conduct. Both husband and wife are required to submit income affidavits, salary slips, ITRs, and bank statements so that the court can pass a fair and realistic order. The Supreme Court, in its landmark judgment Rajneesh v. Neha 2021, issued detailed guidelines to make the process of maintenance uniform and transparent. It directed both parties to submit complete financial disclosures and clarified that the purpose of maintenance is protection, not punishment. And if any spouse hides income or misleads the tort, strict action can be taken. This judgment brought uniformity across India and helped reduce false or inflated claims. In practical terms, if you wish to claim maintenance or alimony, or if a case has been filed against you, it is important to act wisely and legally. Prepare a detailed statement of your income and expenses, collect your financial records, and present genuine documents before the court. If you are the dependent spouse, apply for interim maintenance at the earliest stage to secure temporary relief. If you are the paying party, you can request the court to set a fair amount or seek modification later if your financial situation changes. Delhi law firm has successfully handled numerous cases under Section 144 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Section 24 and 25 of the Hindu Marriage Act, and Section 20 of the Domestic Violence Act. The objective is always justice, fairness, and the protection of financial rights. If you need expert legal advice or assistance in family court matters, contact the Delhi Law Firm helpline at 9906 49999 or 9999889091 or visit dellylawfirm.in for more information. You are listening to Delhi Law Firm's Legal Information Channel, your trusted source for awareness and guidance on Indian family law. Stay tuned for more sessions on real legal issues, rights, and remedies that matter to you. If you found this session helpful, please like, share, and follow Delhi Law Firm for more informative and practical legal updates. Thank you for listening.